So this is the Smile 69 Network show. Woo! And we have the lovely solo charm Precenda and DJ UncleTone regulating.
Baby.
Yes,
I'm
regulating
here.
and setting shit straight.
I'm giving you tonight, I'm giving you 90s drug dealer, 95, 96 girlfriend.
Ew.
I just don't got no door knockers, but I'm giving you all of this, baby. I'm giving you all of this.
Hey, they'll still take it. They gonna take it. They are gonna take it.
You gonna take
I
it tonight?
wonder what kind of sex they was having in the 90s though, because a lot of guys back in the 90s, I feel like
affectionate.
they weren't talking about eating pussy and shit like that. Not at that time. So
it sounds real affectionate.
I'm not saying that they weren't doing it.
Well, you want to know? Okay, so here's what it was.
Oh, you gonna tell us? Cause
I'm
yeah, you was there.
Really going on.
You was there.
But
for
I
that.
hadn't had sex
The
yet.
dude
until
or no
2000,
dude
so.
admitted.
We weren't having sex.
No,
I didn't have sex yet.
We were a little young in the
No
90s.
dude admitted that he was having oral sex, but they all did.
See,
For the
And
white fees,
Jamaicans- and
but for the white
Jamaicans-
fees, but for the white
And
fees.
Jamaicans swore that they never did.
Oh,
And
yes, they
all
Oh,
did.
they still swear. They still swear.
they
by
the only
God.
ones who are still
They
swearing.
all did.
Semi swear the good job and never
They
fuck. But
all did.
they still do. They still do. They still
They
eat
all
pussy.
They're the
That's
only
why
ones.
every time they be in a party and that song come in, no
No way.
way.
They did.
I be like,
and I'm like,
lies.
y'all motherfuckers in here.
I be
lying.
here like
did.
lies. You
All
ate my
of
pussy,
y'all.
you a lie. Lies. Nigga, you the DJ, you just came in the DM so much you eat pussy. Lie.
Yeah.
I be lying up the whole club. You ain't gonna lie.
And men were nicer to you then, but y'all fucked that up. Sorry.
What? No, I
They
wanted.
were
If
way-
I
they
had
were
sound
nicer.
effects, I would. Boo!
Y'all don't like it.
How
but
did we
it's
fuck it
true.
up?
I didn't fuck it up. I just learned from my daddy
Yeah, it's
how not
true.
to do
Y'all
Wait,
shit with
Precenda,
niggas.
please tell
Y'all
us
fucked
how
it
we
up.
messed it up. What has happened with the
It
new
was-
generation?
Men had to work a lot harder to get it. Y'all
That's
just
a
made
fact.
it easy.
That's a fact.
So once that happened, niggas were like, "Oh, great, we don't have to do shit." Because even
Exactly.
if you were like his extra girlfriend, even he was nice to you. Even he was respectful to you. Even he treated you with a certain level of respect.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked it up.
No,
And
them
now-
hoes fucked
Wait,
it up.
my
I still
question
shit
is, what
niggas
do
like
you
the
think-
90s.
What do you think that women did differently
Start watching
that
music
made
videos.
men?
They started
act
watching music
differently
videos
towards
and feel
women
like
back
they
in
was
the day?
video
It was two
hoes,
things.
and that was what happened.
It was two things.
Shout out to Hershey the rapper from the Grown Man
Hershey
Show.
Wrapper.
Yes.
It was two things. First of all, y'all started to believe that it was a situation where we needed to be desperate. And everybody believed that, even though it wasn't really true. Which in turn made women started acting desperate. Like opening your legs with absolutely nothing to fucking go by.
Men
'Cause then
smell
they would say
desperation.
So,
Yes, they can.
well, he said he loved me. Well, he said that yesterday too, bitch. Get a fucking grip. Put your shit together before you fuck this up for everybody.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened. Black women started to believe, and it was, really the media said, well, there's like 10 men to one woman, even though they didn't tell the other part of their story, which was that there were more black couples together than there were mixed race couples. And that's still the case. There are still more black men that are married to and or in relation with black women than there are interracial couples. But because that's what we see, we still think that's true. And it's not. Because we buy the bullshit lie. Because we never say, wait a minute, how come everybody black girl I know got a black man? But you keep showing me, and now they're making it more insidious because now they're showing, black women with white men on commercials. So they're doubling down
I ain't
on the
gonna
bullshit.
lie. I may be down for a
Interracial
little
couples are
swirl
promoted.
because some of them is kind of like they be trying to dip in the caramel. Let me tell you, they be trying to dip in the caramel. And
I like my
sometimes
chocolate,
Be
though,
like,
I'm
you
sorry.
know what? I like chocolate, but chocolate when you put it in the fridge, it get a little hard and crunchy. I can't do nothing with that.
Oh shit.
I can't do nothing with. When I tell you chill out and I tell you act like how some people basically go and be like how he ain't do what I want him to do, so I'm leaving his ass alone type thing.
I've heard that before.
It used to be a patience thing. I used to tell a nigga like, when you ready, let me know. Or I would tell you I'm not ready. And you would actually want to be like, well, I'm willing to work with you and see what comes from the you not being ready. I'll build with you type conversation. These niggas now.
I can meet you.
Oh, nah, fuck you, bitch. It's the next bitch that want me. All right, nigga, bye. I'm the one to tell you bye.
Yes. On a side note, I do have to refer to one of the podcasts that I was listening to. I was listening to Star. A lot of people know that I listen to.
Oh, you love you some Star.
I do. And they were talking about this whole movement, which is on Instagram as well. Men going their own way. So that's one of the new movements.
What, like,
that
bitch,
people,
I'm leaving?
No, like men are deciding to not deal with women or whatever they say, or to deal with women in the terms that they want to deal with them on. So for me, as a female, I'm just like, I got these eggs just sitting over here that need to be fertilized.
Wow.
And y'all motherfuckers is talking about
like
going their own
You
way.
make it sound like your eggs is in the supermarket. Like, I got these eggs over here that need to be fertilized.
I'm 27. I can't really,
$5.99 on sale. What's going on?
no $5.99 sale. That's for sure.
But when did men not go their own way?
Right. And I started to think about that in hindsight. And I always think about it's like the particular person that you're connecting to or the particular person that you're trying to engage with. It all depends on who that person is. If that person is down with you to do whatever you want, or you guys agree to do something, then that's what it's going to be. If not, then the separate ways will part. Like, that's how it's going to happen.
Men always have gone their own way.
That's what
And
I'm
they
saying.
will.
Like,
If
I
a
feel
man
like
is not going to want to do something, it's not going to
I was
happen.
about to say, I feel like men have always had control in the situation because a woman will try to go off the leadership role. Like, as far as the man's supposed to be a leader, so you're supposed to follow suit. You're supposed to go with him and his bullshit.
I feel
no matter
like,
what the
it's not about
is.
bullshit, but I do feel
No,
like
I feel like it's bullshit sometimes. Because I can honestly speak and say, and I'll throw myself into the frying pan. Straight, call me asparagus wrapped in bacon. I had that the other night. It was
Asparagus
so damn
is
good.
really good.
I had it the other day. It was so damn good. Shout out to my
Good
homegirl
stuff.
boss. She made like little bacon wrapped asparagus. Okay,
Hey,
never mind.
Sarah.
Never mind. But
We gotta
I
have
was
you
with
or
somebody
something.
who I believed the bullshit for years. The signs was in front of me. Homeboys was telling me. Girls I didn't know was telling me. Instagram was telling me. And I
Shout out to
chose not
Instagram
to-
breaking up people's relationships.
Facts,
That's
all the
a-
damn time. All the damn time.
Oh.
But everything was telling me like, yo, the nigga's lying. And I'm still here like, no. It's a situation. It'll work itself out. If
Yeah,
I
you hear
really
that
love him,
sometimes.
I'm going to ride or die with the situation. Let me tell everybody now for 2019, I'm dead. I can't ride.
Oh shit.
That's it. I'm dead. I can't ride no more.
Ride
I'm
or
done.
die. I've already died, so I'm no
I'm
longer
already
riding.
dead. It's no need to ride no more. I'm dead.
I'm
We done
not
had the
riding
funeral.
anymore.
Shout out to Brown Funeral.
But no, I
Home.
am gonna continue riding. I mean, shout out to
I'ma ride
Mr.
some- I'ma
Dr.
ride some
Amir
dick.
Marashi. He
I'ma ride
definitely
some
said
dick.
that when females are on top. Oh yes, I forgot
About
to
to say,
push it.
I'ma
from
ride
right.
some dick,
But he
yeah.
said when females, I pushed it down.
Oh,
You can
I
pull it
love
up.
him.
But yes, I put up one of the clips. You guys can see it. If you guys want to see the full
love
episode,
him.
you guys can go to YouTube. But when he came here, and one of the statements that he did make, he said that when females are on top, they have a better likelihood of catching an orgasm. It's because of the position that they're in. So it's like
I always
I
catch
you guys
you
can
on
watch
that
the clip.
back.
But
I
yes.
can concur.
Oh,
shit.
Shout
Oh,
out
you
to Hershey Wrapper.
nasty. All right, sis.
What
you
is
nasty,
the
nasty.
best
If he-
position
if
you
he
think
dies,
we should be?
he dies. If we,
Oh shit.
Wait, what? If he
said
dies, he dies.
Because
God damn.
some big women
Damn.
have fear of riding, the guy because they feel like
If he
we
dies,
did.
Because
he
I feel like when
died.
you ride, it goes all the way in you. Like you can't
Yes.
like not.
But for the
like
people-
sometimes if a guy's penetrating, you can kind of push him back or just
But sometimes for the
There's
people
some-
that
if
have
you're on top,
IUD
it's
birth
in there.
control,
That's
like,
the best.
I don't want to ride. I don't want to
I think
ride.
that's how Avery got here.
I have.
Ow, shout out to Avery.
He is so
You
damn
said
What's
cute.
that little boy?
Shout out to Avery and his fridge.
all I
Right.
heard
Yes.
in my head,
His fridge episode.
What's going
all
on
I
in the
heard
fridge
in my
today?
head was, if he
Doo-doo.
dies, he dies.
If he dies, he
Facts.
dies.
If he dies, he dies.
shit.
But I don't want to die. And bitches like me that have
No,
IUDs.
not you. He.
No, I'm just saying. I have
That's
IUD.
big. I'm
I
talking
have
about
birth
big
control.
bitches problem, like big girl problems.
Oh, that's big girl problem.
I
Yeah,
guess.
because if you slim and you skinny, whatever,
Yeah.
you ride a guy, it's fine because he can take that weight.
Right.
And somebody that's like me or like Vanessa, like we more, we got a little bit more meat on us, so we might kill a nigga. But we want to get off like that too. So
But
if he
what a way
dies,
to
he
go.
dies.
I don't think he cares if it kills him.
If
I
he-
really don't think he
If
cares.
he dies, he
If
dies.
he dies, he dies.
Hashtag if he dies.
Upperoo.
And I don't think he cares.
I'm
I
going
really
up to
don't.
I
yonder.
think so.
I would hope. That's how I want to die, to be honest.
You want to die on top?
Giving an orgasm.
Then, like having an orgasm. Yeah.
He said, Jesus, take me now.
Yes.
Wait.
Take the wheel. Take the wheel.
Wait, no, I'm about to get. Yeah, I'm about to be there. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Because I'm
Okay,
gonna see
take me.
how the
I'm
coroner
good.
is like gonna get that smile off my face. Because they can't put you in the ground like this.
I don't want to have that
What about the guys who
conversation.
do die with a hard on? I wonder
Awesome.
does the
Oh
hard
my
on
God,
go down?
no.
It doesn't.
Oh my God, what? No.
It
Ooh,
stays.
girl.
interesting.
So he'll be in a casket with the
stays hard.
Yeah.
So he in the casket. The family visited him, and he just
Awesome.
solid.
Fantastic.
You gotta have a half
Solid
casket.
as
You
a
can't have.
rock.
You gotta have the half casket. He gotta put his hands up here. You gotta
I
stop
like
shit
it.
here.
Oh my
You cannot show that part
If
in
it
the
was my
casket.
Hell
grandpa,
no.
I would just bury him with his pants just sitting there like a
No,
lump.
we gonna have to cremate him. We can't
Nope.
have that.
Put it out there, grandpa.
It's
cut
like
it off.
it's a closed casket. I'm sorry.
what happened?
Cut it off and put it in that same glass that Rose was in.
The damage was so crazy. It's a closed casket. You
I
can't show
love
that.
it.
I'm so sorry.
Now you can
Closed
still have
casket
an
for
open
hard dicks.
casket. You just cut off the penis. And you know
Right, the half of the
the
clothes.
rose that
Oh
the
my
Beauty and
God.
the Beast had was in that glass. Just put the dick in there and have that.
No,
shit.
no, no. When he gonna go in the afterlife?
I'm not cutting off the dick.
No.
Oh no.
There was a story last year about a female who, I think she was from Arkansas or Georgia or something like that. It was one of those southern states. She
Sounds
had
like
gotten,
it.
yes, she got into an argument with her boyfriend and she ended up cutting off his dick. And they obviously took her to jail. But in my mind, I'm like, what brings a female to that point? Like for me, I can
Oh,
get
you
fed up
talking
with a
about
nigga.
That crazy bitch?
You have to
You
have
heard about that story. I know you
I
did.
ain't
That shit
heard
was on the
about it.
news.
I'm
It
not
was
cutting
big
off the
in the
dick.
Yes,
huge.
I ain't cutting off the dick.
We're not
And
talking
it
about
wasn't
Lorraine
even-
Bobbitt.
No matter what it
That's what she talking about.
That
Lorena
wasn't
Bobbitt.
last year. That was years ago,
No,
girl.
it was a story last year. It's very recent.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop
really?
cutting off the dick. The only way that I'm cutting dick is if you burnt me with that dick. Then
Yeah.
we just need to
Right.
take you out of the
Yeah.
whole society.
You gotta go out of
Permission.
service.
You got to go.
If
gotta
you
go out
gave
of
me
service.
something outside of that dick other than
Yeah.
a baby, it's going. Yeah, I'm cutting it.
Nigga said there's only
That I
room
cut
for,
the balls off,
for,
too.
for a few people on the
gonna take
island.
his
I'm gonna
seeds?
just take one bowl so you could.
Like,
Nigga
just-
still
No, I'm
procreate?
taking all. You can't have nothing. Ain't
Nah,
no
he can
comeback.
have one bowl. So
No,
he
I
could-
think Hershey's right. It's worse if you leave one ball dangling. Like
I think it is. You gotta take both
it's
of
like
them off.
it's like Christmas past.
I'ma
One
let-
ball left.
You
It's
can have one
Christmas
bowl,
past.
so you could wish you had the other bowl and then a dick.
Right.
Said it's like Christmas past.
Like
I can
Christmas
see you
past.
putting one of the balls up as a fucking decoration on the tree. I can just see you doing
Oh,
it.
I can see
As
that.
a like part of the mistletoe.
Jangle,
I
jangle,
would, yeah.
motherfucker.
I would put that shit in a
jangle.
jar and just every time a nigga act up.
See,
Like remember that.
See these
you're
balls?
off.
Yeah.
First off,
I
that
mean,
nigga not
it's
going. Nobody going to date your ass if you showing the balls in the jar.
No, only if
I
he
would
act-
keep him in
he
the
not
jar
gonna-
in the house and be like,
He not
don't
gonna
play.
see it until he act up. Like you see the balls? I mean ball.
Right.
You said, see the balls.
Just a reminder
I leave you with one.
for your ass.
I leave you with one bowl.
Vanessa, you just made all of your listeners just nervous as fuck right now.
Just, you know.
Just this whole conversation.
One
So
ball.
shout out to C Sham 87. He said y'all don't want to cut off the dick,
No,
but the
only-
mind of both parties will still
not
be
cutting
fucked
off
up.
the dick.
So
I'm
it
just not
isn't
doing
it.
it
Only-
isn't that like fucking up the cycle altogether?
He not
I-
listening.
That's true, because I'm going to miss the dick. I'm going to still miss the dick if I
he
cut
not
it off.
listening.
I'm going to be mad.
The only way we cutting off the dick is if he gives
Yeah, if he give you something, right.
other than
Facts,
the
though.
baby.
If I can't give it back,
I can't
or you
cut
can't take it back where you got it from,
Oh, yeah.
Don't
niggas
bring
is
it
out
here.
wildin'.
I can't cut off the dick.
don't. I'm going to.
I
If
can't.
you
And-
give me
and-
that house in Virginia, boy,
Ooh.
or that apartment in Detroit,
Right.
that dick is gonna be in the toilet.
Oh shit.
For real, for real.
Damn, that's what you call it?
An apartment in
The
Detroit.
apartment in
Har-
Virginia. An
apartments-
apartment in Virginia. That's what you
House
call
in
it?
Virginia's
HIV.
and apartments.
Oh,
wait,
I got
houses
it.
in Virginia
I
and
know
apartments
that.
in
And
Detroit.
Detroit.
That's what it was.
That's
I just thought it was just a bad place to live. I was like, bitch, wait, he giving you
No,
horrible living
I
environment.
caught that
Right.
shit dead
I
on.
got it.
Those type of
Okay.
things are some of my biggest fears. And people like even when they talk
and
about
that's
people in the
why I
industry,
never
that's
started around.
My
big
fear
fear.
of it is because
Yeah.
the
You
fact
could
that,
be the girl that goes to church every Sunday,
And that can happen to you, too.
And it can happen to anybody.
like,
True.
my Wello
True.
had HIV. So me seeing him, like, really go down that path
Yes.
as a kid, I honestly thought the whole time he had cancer. I didn't know really what cancer was,
Well,
but I
it-
could have swore it was cancer.
Well, it is a form of cancer that they usually end up dying from. It's not necessarily
Yeah, it's one of the symptoms from it,
the
yeah.
disease.
'Cause it was
but they
pneumonia with
usually
him.
well, no,
subtract-
autoimmune infection.
It
sorry.
was
Exactly.
it was
That it creates.
complications. That's what they put on the paperwork, and that's how I
Yeah.
found out. I walked by and heard the lady tell my father they messed up on the paperwork, and they were like, "Oh, we have to put complications of HIV because we put AIDS, and that's not what it was. It was complications of HIV."
Yes.
And I was like, "HIV? Hold up, that's what they said in school was from the sex." Wait, my grandpa was having sex. That was me being a child. I thought my grandpa wasn't having sex, whatever. But I was
Well,
like,
he
"What the hell is
was.
going on?"
So-
that Hispanic and black man was giving it up crazy.
But you can. They usually die from.
But see, for me,
I was
complications
shocked.
from.
now for me, I'm not going to
Pneumonia.
And I understand that these
that's
things
what it
are
was.
It's
important.
always pneumonia first.
Yeah, I mean these things are important, but for me, I haven't had sex in a while, but I don't want to have like sex with a condom. I want to have raw sex.
Well,
I'm
who doesn't?
27. I'm about to be 28. I feel like I'm too damn grown to be having sex with a condom.
I'm 28. I
if I'm
kinda want
having
you
sex
to
with a
keep your
condom,
condoms.
that means I'm dealing with someone
them.
that I don't trust. That means I'm dealing with something that I'm unsure about.
Nah, it ain't
That
even
means
that.
I'm like, eh.
Look,
So for me, I haven't had
Avery
sex. So I'm
about
like,
to be
hey.
2. After I had Avery, I'm like, we got condoms? Oh no? Okay, look, I got these from Amazon.
Yeah.
It comes 20 in a pack.
So you
I
can
got
so
3
So
boxes.
you're okay
I'm
with going
done.
back to condoms
Yeah.
after
Every now and then we don't, but most of the time be like, look, we're gonna have 2 Averys running around here.
Hello.
Yeah, he like, all right.
And this little nigga putting shit in the fridge. I don't got time to be getting
Yeah,
shit
who
out the
knows what
fridge
the second one is
and
gonna end up
breastfeeding
doing.
on this
Oh my
side.
God.
Can you
And-
imagine 2 Averys?
I can, but not right now.
Right.
Not right now.
This
We
ain't
gotta
right
give them
time.
at least 4 years apart because
Right.
we gotta think about school and all that shit. No,
Yeah.
4
Well,
years.
see, that's a logical reason. That's
4 years.
see, I never thought about it that way.
I don't think
But I'm
I go
not
through
saying we
labor.
don't have our nights, but it's like, nah, I need to feel that.
Right,
I need to
right.
feel it too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you
But
can't.
you better pull out.
Right.
Nigga, come fertile as
But
shit.
that
see,
pull-out
think-
shit don't
But
mean
think
nothing.
about it though. Even though someone's
That don't mean
going
nothing.
into you like in that way, raw, whatever the case may be, it's like it's still a certain set of comfort. It's not like a set of like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen if he did ejaculate or if he did. Like, depending on the person that you're dealing with, if you have that comfortability with that person, you're gonna be like, okay, even if we're not using protection, I trust this person.
Yeah, but I'm just scared I'm gonna get pregnant.
Right.
After you have
Even-
the,
I
after
get
you,
it.
After
I
you
get
get
it.
pregnant the first time, your body is super fertile. Like
Yeah.
I got
I
pregnant.
always hear that too. Yeah.
I got pregnant one time before, and then I had a miscarriage, and then we wasn't talking for months, and then next thing you know, we started hanging out again, and then I got pregnant.
Didn't
Like,
I tell you that
the
ex-nigga
first
dick is
time
the
we had
devil?
sex
Didn't I
happens.
tell
So
you?
we was working on our friendship. The first time I had sex with him
Damn.
again, I got pregnant. The
Damn.
first time
I told you.
Remind you, the first time I got pregnant was planned. We was planning that for months. Like before my mother passed away, we was planning to have a baby. Trying months. Then I finally got my mother passed away. Then I got pregnant, and then I had a miscarriage, and then we stopped talking. And then when we started speaking again, I got pregnant. Like
You
the
working on the
first time.
friendship and the first time
The
out.
first time we had sex again, I got pregnant.
LP.
See,
Oh my God.
Wow.
your
See?
body is super fertile after you have a child the first time. Why do
That-
you think all these Puerto Rican
Popping them out.
Yeah.
I'm not with the shits, bro.
Pop-
Like,
Oh,
right-
shit.
But this is my thing.
We gonna
Why
be
not
zero.
You're
though?
not lying though.
I feel like
Because
black
my mom
families
definitely
have
got pregnant
changed,
after
like-
and miscarried and
But
got
think
pregnant
about it. There was
after.
black women back in the days who have like 10, 15 kids. What
And
is the
that's-
difference?
That's
Yeah, but
because
everything
your
didn't
body
cost-
is super fertile after you get pregnant the
But-
first time.
And everything didn't cost then what it costs now.
And our
It's
foods,
a
is,
lot.
our foods, everything is different. Like you said, back in the day, you see all these. Like my father,
Everybody
for
had a tribe
example,
of kids.
My father got like 19. We stopped counting at 19.
Damn.
My father got 20 something kids.
Damn.
My mother has 6 kids.
Wow.
So back then it was like
They used
the
to have
food
kids like
was
it's nothing.
different. The food was different.
Yeah.
The doctors, everything was different. You don't even hear that kids got fucking chicken pox no more. When the last time you heard chicken pox? You hear
Word.
shingles and all this other shit.
Word. New shit.
Nah.
Autism, TV.
Y'all
all
can keep
that
all
kind of-
that shit. I don't want none of that shit.
But all these kids do
Keep
look
it
half
all.
like retarded, like something look
That's
wrong.
the
I'm
sticking
done.
us with
I
that
can't.
fucking
Like LP
that
said,
flu
grown up
shot
to
that
be
you can
what?
get at McDonald's. You can
She
go
said
down.
they look
You can
retarded.
go in
No,
Tone
they look
office right now and
retarded.
get a fucking
You
flu
can.
shot. You could get a flu shot right now.
Right.
Yo, Tone, let me get a flu shot. I got you right now, Hershey.
Like that little boy that I watched,
I'm
like word, like I really like can tell in 10 years like he's gonna kill one or both of his parents. I just know it.
Wow.
Some kids you look at and you can kind
Like,
of
I
see
can
that
tell.
sometimes. You can kind of see that.
That's why I let
sometimes.
him do whatever the fuck he want to do because you're not gonna kill me.
I
But see,
feel
that's why it
like-
scares me
Not
to what kind of
ugly.
sex they're gonna have. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What kind of sex is they're gonna have in the future?
My son is gonna
Like it's
have
not
a-
gonna be just regular missionary.
No,
I wouldn't want to think
My
about
son is-
They
future
not
sex.
gonna be just doing missionary and
No.
doggy style.
I know for a fact my son's gonna have a foot fetish.
Oh, you can already tell, right?
I can already tell
I'm
because
done. You know what?
he always messing with my feet. And then the other day I went to sleep and I woke up with my socks on.
Oh shit!
He pulls your socks off and your
Hershey, you woke up with your socks
My
on.
socks is
Ow.
off. My son got a foot fetish.
Hey,
That's all right.
And
That's all right now.
we gonna have a lot of interviews with bitches because I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna hurt
What's
you.
your feet look
I'm
like?
every bitch he brings to my house, I'm
You said
stalking
it's
him.
gonna be a lot
Like,
of
It's
interviews.
gonna be a lot of interviews. He gonna be like, "Ma, this my girl. I'll let you know on the weekend."
Right. I'll let you know if that's your girl.
I'll let you know about
My
the
dad,
night.
my dad always told me that's a friend, that's a boy. I would never forget. I had my very first boyfriend. A lot of people don't know. Before my name was Charm, I went by Smokey, because you know back in the day, whatever your nigga tag name was, that was your name too. It
Yeah,
was a
mine was
Mrs. in
Lady
front of
50
it.
because, you know, 50 was
Oh, God. Mine was
LAYD.
Smokey Oaks or
I
Miss
love it.
Smokes, and he got me a chain. You know, like the little ebony heart ones with the
Oh,
gold
my
around
God.
it with the date that you started with your
Oh,
two
my
little names
God.
on it. I did good for months hiding this shit from my dad. I did great. That one day I fucked up. He saw that little glisten. He was like, "What's that on your neck?" I was like,
Uh-oh. Trouble.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
shit.
too
He was
dark
like,
for
"What
one
is
of
that?"
those.
I was like, "It's a
That's
necklace."
that melanin drip.
I was like, "It's a necklace."
Jim.
Who gave you that necklace?
Checking in from
Smokey.
St. Louis.
Smokey.
Shout out to you, Mr.
Who fuck is that?
608.
Boyfriend? Oh, you got a friend that's a boy? No, it's my
Yeah,
boyfriend.
like
You got a
my
friend that's a boy. Okay.
yeah,
Well, tell him I said take this chain. I was like, pop my chain.
For like Nunu or
Right.
Give back my chain. Like
I want my chain.
Exactly, because it means something to me.
Yeah, right,
That's
bitch.
exactly what it was. Like I was hurt. After
my
that, I
God.
didn't get not a jewelry from a nigga ever again.
I
Cause
like
I had a
jewelry.
fear my dad was going to take them shits off me and Papa.
I
But
like jewelry.
that also is the different mindset too. Cause I feel like in the 90s and things like that, like you said, it was more established, a lot of households. But I feel like the mindset of a lot of people is different. Like a lot of men were actually trying to be fathers then.
This is true. This is
Cause
true.
my dad,
Agreed.
like when my mom passed away, my dad stepped up, and even before my mom passed away, my dad was stepping up. So all that cutesy, I grew up without a daddy, I was all in the street. Hell no, that was not going down.
Can't relate.
And sometimes even if you
Wasn't
have a
going
dad
down.
around,
my dad
or
was
even
dragging and tapping that ass if I act up every time.
and there's always ways to hide things. Like, see, for me, like if sometimes when people grow up, especially girls who get into the sex industry, a lot of people think like something bad happened to them, that they were abused, and sometimes that is the case. That is the case for some females, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it just becomes a logical decision. So for a lot of times when I say certain things, even while we're doing the show, like I'll say like, I want niggas to shoot up my club, or I'll say like,
I'm gonna just stop saying that.
I don't
too.
mind having raw sex. Like a lot of people, they're just like, whoa, like she's ready for niggas to just come in. No,
Honestly, I used to think
That's not the case.
That you know that like all girls in the sex industry, I thought all of y'all had been raped. I was like, they've all been raped.
this
I'm
is
not
why
on
they're
that.
doing this.
Right.
Everybody
Hey,
has daddy
Samantha.
issues.
You know what?
There's
I
something
can't say
fucked
nothing.
up going on. I get because I'm thinking from the mind of like my parents. Like my mother would come and get me from the sex club and or strip show and or video shoot. Like she just coming in, or she gonna make my father come get me. Like go get her. I know where she is. Go over there. And my father gonna show up with his like tartan robe and his slippers, because that's how he came and got me from the party.
Oh,
They were like,
Precenda!
they were like, "Pete, you're
get
not."
your ass over here.
I remember Seabury's
Coming
days.
down.
They tell the DJ,
They were
so and
like-
so, your parent is outside.
They were
So and so,
like,
your mother's
yeah.
outside in the car and said, "Come out."
Yeah.
We used
Even
to be
Empire.
looking for who it was. We'd be like, "Look at this nigga. Oh, it's you."
Everybody knew me. Everybody knew me. So they were like, P, your dad's outside. It was that simple. Like, your dad's outside. I was like, oh, fuck. Which meant my mother made him come. Which meant that she gonna fuck me up because she's up.
Cause
waiting.
now that you got,
waiting.
that's my mom. You done got me to come out my house.
Hello.
Somebody ass is getting beat just off the string.
Right.
Right.
So,
'Cause
but
I had
be
to
out
leave
here
my
looking at
house.
the
back to
Picking
the
food
original
for these
point,
damn
I
people.
always thought
Yeah.
that that's what happened to girls like that. I just thought that.
Yeah, and for me, like it was really a logical decision. Sometimes if you're young and you're trying to make the best decisions for yourself, you think that by doing certain things it's gonna be great, but you learn things in hindsight. For me, I'm like, I'm extremely horny, like many other young people are. I'm like, what's the best way that I could relieve this type of stress and earn money? So I looked forward towards that. I got with somebody who was already into that, and then it kind of propelled from there. But for me, even now, coming outside of that, I'm still looking for logical ways to fulfill needs. I'm like, hey, I'm a female who's young. I haven't had any children yet. I am extremely horny, but I don't want to have sex with just anybody. So I look forward to, having sex with someone raw
Right.
and having children. So that might encompass someone coming inside of me,
Because
but it's,
sometimes I think
it
when
happens later
people
on.
hear you say like, you want somebody to shoot up the club, they think that means that like you're doing that
Like that the
every
first
night
nigga I
with
see,
whoever
like,
and
you come in.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it takes a lot, even if you're dealing with someone on that type of level. Anytime you're having sex with somebody raw, that's a different connection.
Yeah, true.
Sex with a condom Anybody can do that. That's extremely easy. But to actually have sex with somebody unprotected, there's a certain level of trust that you're putting into that self and with yourself too.
True.
You're trusting
Sometimes I
someone
just
that
trust
they're
my
not
vagina.
going to give you something, and
I
you're
love
trusting
that.
that either they're going to pull out or if they
sometimes-
are going to come inside of you, that they are going to take care of something.
Sometimes I just
Sometimes
trust
you
my
just
vagina.
trust your vagina.
Just trust my vagina. She says she want to feel. She have to feel it.
Hey,
And
Nah,
that's,
that's
sometimes
why-
you have to.
That's why your
Sometimes-
first date gotta be at the health clinic.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, let me tell you about
I
that.
used to take niggas to the clinic and sit down. We both getting tested, right?
I
now.
used to hate
Here we
when
go,
niggas would
together.
tell me, kid you not, like, oh, well, you got tested, so I'm good. Nah, motherfucker, because you
Oh,
be
that's
sleeping
the
with every
hood
bitch running
rule.
around.
That's the hood
You
nigga
be
rule.
fucking every other bitch. I ain't fucked them
Just
bitches. You
because
fuck them
hood
bitches. You
nigga
gonna go
rule.
get this test.
Just because I got tested, that means we're good. How the fuck does that
That's
work?
how
Exactly.
many hood niggas think.
That's really how they think it is.
Many
crazy.
hood niggas think. All the
But
time.
let's not say hood niggas. We gonna say niggas in general. Cause a lot of niggas wanna be funny and do that all the time. Cause I had
Yeah.
somebody that'll be like, I'll be like, oh babe, you know I got my results back today. He's like, all right, cool, we good. No, I'm good. I'm actually motherfucking great. I don't know about your shit.
And then to even go further with that, there would be people in the industry something like, hey, I got tested. Here's my papers. Hold on 1 second. Let's look this up online.
When did you get
Where
tested?
did you get tested?
Uh-huh.
When was this done? And
Uh-huh.
can we access these results online? And if we do access them online, are they going to say the same thing that this
That
paper
you
is
say
saying
on
right
this
now?
paper,
So
right.
it's a lot to it, and a lot of people don't. I feel like don't think about these things. And raw sex is great. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's a natural thing. But there's a lot of things and responsibility
If
that
the
comes
dick
with
is
that
good, it's
So
that
a-
people
it's a
don't
good
look
thing.
I
at.
like
If the
that
dick
you were
is good.
honest when you just said, like, sometimes I trust my vagina.
I do.
Because women don't like to admit that, like, sometimes that's what the fuck we rocking out on. I trust my
I
vagina.
tell people all the time. I tell you all the
can't say
time.
it's trusting the vagina, though.
I say
I
all
don't
the time.
know.
We all. I don't want to say it like that, but that's
we
what I
all
say. We all
have
have whole
done it.
tendencies. Whatever you consider some whole antics, whatever you want to call it, fucking niggas roll, meeting nigga on a night,
Call
and
it
smashing,
whatever
whatever
you
you
want.
call it. Every female has a whole tendency.
done it.
It's just if you act on them whole tendencies more often than some.
So fucking niggas
Or
raw
if
is a
you
whole
don't.
tendency?
No, not in the sense of you not really knowing that man like that. You fucking him raw. Yes, I would consider that a so-called whole tendency. If that's your
'Cause
man
it's
you
whole
with
life.
every day.
Cause he ain't
It's
your
whole
whole.
life.
Because he ain't your whole nigga. He's not your whole nigga. But he's in your whole nigga.
Yeah.
So you may just be
I
a
like
little
that.
smidgen of a
He
whole
ain't your
nigga.
whole
Not
nigga,
your
but he's in
whole
your whole
nigga.
nigga.
Like,
he's in your
that
Oh, he all up in that motherfucker,
in
just
that
digging
hole.
for the gold. Just
I like that.
But
Yeah, you like that.
that's when you have to like put on your
Probably
big
'cause
girl
I'm hot.
panties and say, I'ma take this risk. A lot of females like to act like they don't take that risk. Like all of a
Please.
sudden it's just that nigga taking the risk. And he
Please.
threw the risk at you. No, bitch, you caught it and you ran with
And
it.
even
knew
if
what
you
the
do
risk
look
was.
at somebody's paperwork, you're still taking a risk.
Yeah,
Somebody
because
can have an STD
sometimes
testing
they say
and they
that
could have
it-
had sex the next day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And sometimes
makes
they
sense
say
to
that
know.
HIV, all that shit can show up 10 years later afterwards.
Exactly.
So that's what every 6 months, whether we using a condom or
Exactly.
not, I'm at the doctor's.
I'm so paranoid. I'll go every
Hello,
3.
look up in that
'Cause like
vagina.
I said-
Look at my pap smear for the year.
that
Exactly.
shit out.
Get the blood testing. Let's go. Oh, we got the rapid one. Give me the rapid and give me the
that
regular
shit
blood
out.
test. I want
Swab
all
that
that.
shit out.
Yeah,
Swab
check
it
We all
all
got
out.
all the tests got to be
And-
on one accord. We all got to be equal
Right.
on this testing.
But
Absolutely.
even if you do it every 3 months or every 6 months or whatever, you have to think about what you did 10 to 15 years ago. And there's no way you can go by what you did unless you've been with the same nigga
That's exactly why I
for
don't
10
move.
to 15 years. Like,
in
stay
that
where you
matter.
at. Because other than that, like, you really honestly don't know. And then you have to hope that anywhere in that 10 years, he didn't just, like, you know, dip off once and, like, do something without being protected. Because then there's that. So it's 2 people that you're counting on being honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that go well.
Yeah, and that's why I left the industry, because I mean, for me, sometimes a lot of things are mental more than they're physical. Because if you are dealing with someone raw, whatever the case may be, it's like a lot of things start to go through your mind. Is this person being as safe as I am? Is this person getting tested? I mean, you can have all of the paperwork and all these things in front of you, but that's not going
Like
to
you
stop
said, the
your
next
mind
day.
from racing.
Right.
So even for me, like, I was doing scenes and making sure I'm taking the right precautions, making sure people are going to the right agencies, doing the best that I can. And I feel like I got out of the industry without catching anything, so I am
Amen.
okay.
Hallelujah.
Right.
But I couldn't stay in it, because for me mentally, I'm just like, I would be in the middle of the scene thinking about shit like that.
Have you seen the
So I couldn't
documentary
keep doing
recently that they did on?
They make a lot of them though.
Well, no, this is a recent
So
documentary.
you better leave Robert alone. Don't talk about Robert.
Who's Robert?
Maybe
No, I'm talking about the industry.
Oh, okay.
About the actual sex industry, like what started the wave of girls in the industry coming down with AIDS.
Yeah.
They did a documentary on how and why that all started, and it was from this one particular porn star because he was addicted to drugs.
Wow.
He was being very risky with his behavior, and they didn't find out until later on that he had also started doing porn in the gay industry to make extra money because he was having a
Pinky was talking about that on YouTube
drug
recently,
problem.
yeah.
And so then they started doing the background because like at that time it seems like they were more strict about when, where, and how you got tested, and everybody got tested at the same facility so that they could make sure everybody's records matched.
Yes.
Well, they didn't know that he had altered his records. And on top of that, he's got this horrific drug problem. And on top of that, he's doing gay movies. And then it turns out these 5, and they were very popular girls at the time. They were like the most popular girls. They all came down with AIDS at the same time. So in the industry, that's a really scary thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did these 5 women?
Yeah.
So they started backtracking and doing the backtracking of the paperwork because everybody got tested at the same place. So then they found out, like, okay, what's the one guy they all have in common? And this is like backtracking. Then they realize, like, oh, all these girls got this one guy in common. Well, then they go back and look at his paperwork, and it's like, this date don't match. And why the fuck is he getting tested over there when everybody else gets tested here?
Right.
To this day, he cannot accept that he was the one that caused this. And that's not even how many men the girls had done scenes with that got sick. It was just these 5 women that they focused on that had gotten sick, that got full-blown AIDS from this one fucking guy. And he still can't. So like you were saying, like even if you're getting tested, even
Can't
if you
really
think
always
you know,
tell.
Yeah.
It's really a big level of
we're
trust.
all at a risk right now. You have to hope that somebody that you're fucking with is telling the truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather lived with it for, let me see, I believe he contracted it, like, well, that they diagnosed it and discovered it, like, 1991 or something like that, 1990, something along that lines. And he passed away in 05.
See?
So he lived a good lifespan, but I definitely could see that progression and taken away from him, everything like that. Because this man used to sing, like he had a whole album at one point in time, everything like that. So he would sing, dance, everything. I've seen that just pull from him.
See?
It's really sad.
My girlfriend's grandfather got it, but that was because he was just nasty. He let like the local like you know the street hoe. You know he like ate
Bone
something.
Quick,
He
down the
can't
block,
leave the porch.
Peaches.
So here come Peaches.
Lavender,
Right.
with the names, your candy.
You know. Well, they found out because he got an STD, and they were like, "Nigga, you can't even leave the house. How the fuck did you get an STD? You can't even make it off the porch." That's when they found out about Peaches.
Wow.
Peaches would come up on the porch.
You know what it was with my grandfather?
This ruins
My grandfather
raw
did
sex. I like
everything.
raw sex. This is ruining this shit for me.
Oh no, it's ruined.
You gotta play rock, paper, scissors, shoot with that kind of shit, or
We
taboo,
gonna be
or
sitting here all
Yahtzee,
day.
or something. Like, we
gonna
gotta
sit
have a
here all
solidified
I'll be
game.
scared.
You gotta play
I be
spades.
thinking that
I know my books.
when I meet people, or when I used to like meet guys, if they automatically tell me they want to have sex with me, I'm already thinking
Me
they
too.
got something they want to give it to me.
Me too.
That's why I've never been like in the streets. Like,
That's how
I
I think
can name every nigga I had sex with.
Amen, hallelujah.
And
And some bitches
Trust
can.
me.
Got a
Oh
list in my
my God.
house.
Hershey,
I got
the
their
same
IDs of
thing.
the niggas I had sex
I got my
Don't you
list.
automatically-
Wait, you got their ID?
I be thinking every time a nigga like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out you. You want to give me what?
Wait,
Right,
hold on.
what?
Wait, hold on.
I'm
We not gonna
I
fly by
I
that.
want to give you this STD.
Hershey
Nigga be like, I want to give you this D, this ST. What? Whoa.
Wait, no, we not gonna fly by that. You got their
You wanna
IDs.
give me
Yes,
what?
I have the niggas' IDs.
What the hell you mean you got their IDs?
Yeah, the 2257 compliance form is important. You have to have IDs.
What's the 2-2 complaint?
Well, that's a form that people sign when they're about to get on video
Really?
and stuff.
So
yeah.
you the person I should have known when I was I'm not gonna
Yeah, but
say
that's
that
in her
lifestyle. Never
industry.
mind.
That's
We
in the
you
industry.
ain't gonna meet
Oh,
nobody.
I
Let
was
me
about
get a
to say,
two
like-
or whatever that from.
And see, now it's crazy because I've been in situations now, and I'm like, I can't have sex with you if I haven't seen your ID. Like,
Oh
guys,
no, I'm not done.
and
no.
guys are like, what? Yes.
Niggas be so scared to show you.
No,
their
I
ID,
agree
you
with
gonna
that.
steal
I
they
will
shit.
not.
But see, for me, it's more than just the ID. It's like, for me, being that it's not business anymore, this is completely personal. Meaning this is completely
too.
different realm. Meaning that
It's my
me
life.
and somebody, exactly. Me and I'm connected with you on a different level that has
Yeah.
nothing to do with
And
any
I've
videos or
never
anything.
been in the industry, but I
people
want to
things
see your
differently.
fucking ID. Because who are you?
Yes.
Because I always
You
think,
about to
fuck
fuck
are
one-
you?
I
and you
always
about-
My
think-
father told me that. He's like, you should be checking niggas'
I
ID.
always think you're the killer / rapist. In my mind, that's who you are.
Until proven innocent.
You're guilty until proven innocent.
You know what? I think
the
y'all
fuck
need
are
more
you?
friends because if you think everybody's a rapist / killer,
Until I know who the fuck you are, and I have had a
You
chance
got
to
dead bodies
research
in your
you,
closet.
I don't know you.
Under your bed.
Because
You
they
got
come in my room.
fingertips-
Nah, I'm not going to your room. It's a crime scene. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
Nigga.
Because
You
isn't
got
that what they
toes
always
under
say
your
about the
pillow.
killer or rapist? They're like, he was such a nice guy. Isn't he always the nice guy?
He used to
Yeah.
walk my dog for me.
I used to see him every morning running.
Right.
Oh,
Had a bitch in the basement in the
Hello.
fucking,
carry my
chest.
groceries.
When Breezy came over, right? I took him around the corner so I could go get some cigarettes, and like all my homies over there, they met him. So the homegirls, they were like, "And who the fuck are you?" So he was like, "No, I'm really
Right,
cool.
right,
like
right.
me and P, we work together. You know." He was like, "I'm a nice guy." So my homegirl Tish said, "Yeah, everybody's a nice guy till they ain't."
Right. That's a
That
fact.
do sound like
Then
some,
my,
yeah.
my other homegirl was like, "Yeah, you coming around here all light skinned and shit."
Fact.
Cause they right.
Run
They
down
don't
on
know
that
him.
nigga.
They would
Run
run
down.
down on the nigga.
Run down.
He came down all
Nah,
light skinned and shit, like he
nigga,
controlled.
Like
he
light
came
skin
over
was a
there
crime.
like shit.
Right?
Facts.
Like he can
'Cause
monitor
they-
his light
Cause they
skinness.
think like I do. Like,
Like,
who is
change
this
your
around
color.
me?
You a little
We
too
just
light.
met this nigga. You all light skinned and shit. We don't fucking know you. You know,
The
like
eyes
who
is
are
too-
you?
I'm bringing
Yeah,
all my
eyes all
guys.
nice.
green
Wait,
and
no.
shit. Yeah.
I'm
Nice
I'm bringing
eyes.
all my dates to Precenda House. Fuck it. I need the
Yeah.
whole hood depressed niggas.
My
That's how it
homegirl
used to
Megan
be.
was like, he got green eyes too. She was like, yeah, see, that's another like, that's not a good mark for you. But they're right. Because you have to think like that because you don't know anymore.
And this is true. I could be speaking from a place that's not out of thirst per se, but when you, it could be out of a place out of yearning because I haven't had sex in a while. So for me, I want to start having sex again, but it's just like you think
be
about all
nice.
these things in your head, and you're just like, okay, you want to do things the right way. So that's
Right.
kind of where I am, and I can still say what I like. What I like is what I like. I don't want to be having sex with condoms. I'm too grown for that.
Right.
I really don't. But I definitely want to make sure that the person that I'm choosing to have sex with, that's going to be a responsible person and they're going to know how to act, even if I'm not around or in front of them.
But wait, what's the whole "I'm too grown for condoms" part about?
I feel like
She
I'm
just
too grown
don't
for
like the feel of condoms.
I'm gonna say if you want to
you
say
gotta
that, then
read
say
between
that.
the lines.
But when you
No,
say
it's not
"I'm
about-
too grown for condoms," it's like
because
too
you're not
grown for
never
condoms.
too grown for condoms.
I feel
Like
like
I
that.
said, I'm
because if
anymore.
I get if I'm
you
with a nigga and I'm
27,
cheating, I'm using
28.
condoms.
I'm be 29 this year, and it's to the point where, all right, we both kind of don't like condoms, but we both trying to avoid getting pregnant again because always pulling out is don't always
Which is true.
stop you from getting pregnant. So what I did was look into the different types of condoms. They got
Yes.
the thin condoms,
The bare skin.
They got the bare skin. They got the ones that got the extra.
That bear is the
The
shit.
rims
I
that
heard
got
about
that
the
good
rims,
sensation.
they
that
got
go
the one
like
that got
yeah.
they got the one that got like one rim on it. They got one that got 3 rims on it. They got one that got the rims on for his part and
Yep.
for the vagina part. Y'all both feel all these type of sensations.
That's like that fire and
I
ice.
got all
That's that nice
type of
sensation
condoms.
one.
I don't
I don't
want
like that
anybody
fire and ice
firing
condom.
I don't
ice.
like it either
'Cause it
because it
tastes
gives
very
me that weird. I never tasted
It
it.
tastes
It's
disgusting.
that
I-
feeling. Once that fire shit, I be like, oh no, get this off me, get it off me, get it off me, get it
Well,
off me, get it off
first
me
of
now.
all,
Shout out to CJ West 84. He's too grown for condoms also. Yes,
First of all,
shout
you
out
know
to
what?
But
too
it
grown
just
until
sound
you got
crazy when
fucking
you
6
say that.
kids out
It
this
say-
bitch,
it say-
and they all 1, 2, 3, and 4,
And
and
Trump
5.
already shut it down, so you ain't getting no
No.
EBT right now.
I've never gotten EBT, so I
Hey,
guess
Me
Yeah,
either,
yeah.
and it hurts my heart because I've always wanted it. It
Me
hurts
too.
my heart.
First of all,
Listen.
anything called fire and ice near your vagina is never good.
Exactly.
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 That shit sound like that
no.
shit you put on your like athlete's feet.
Right.
Big gay.
That's icy hot. That's icy hot.
That's what I'm talking about. Icy hot.
This is no.
That's
This is
what I'm
icy
thinking,
hot.
icy hot
This is
when you
fire and ice.
Same
I don't like the way
difference.
that sounds.
Same difference.
But I'm
Make it
just saying,
sound
I
sexy.
should be in a place in my life, for me, like, where I'm dealing with someone where I'm comfortable, even if we did have kids. Like, not to say that you're not, like, in the example, you already have a child. So, if you did have another child, I know it could probably be possibly stressful. It might not be something
Possibly.
I don't have children, so I don't know. I
Right.
can't
Did you look in the
necessarily
fridge
say.
today?
In my fridge.
Right.
She doesn't know what's in her refrigerator right now.
That's not
What
safe.
he put in there.
It could be a dinosaur
But
in that
I know
bitch.
my
You
house
don't
is a
know.
mess right now.
But it's with someone that you still have trust for, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, for
I
me,
get what
I
you're
feel like it's
saying.
about the person that I have trust for.
I get what you're saying.
Not necessarily just about being two grown condoms. No, I'm too grown to deal with somebody that I don't trust.
That does right. I
No,
feel
but
what you're
that's the
saying.
thing. It's not about the trust because, like I said, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's just like, all right, be right here on the bed. The condoms is all over
Well,
And
there.
wait,
even in
over
those
there.
instances
It's the
that you don't,
moment.
you still trust them.
And when
Yeah.
you get up, it
It's
kills
not-
the
Even
moment.
small-
for some
I mean,
reason.
it's
It
like
really
it's not what
does.
you want to do. Obviously, we all do
Right.
things not planning or trying to do, but even in certain moments, you do things because there's an inner trust or inner comfort with it. So
I mean,
that's-
well, look, you know, I grew up in the age of like you just raw dogging it all over the place.
so
we're
I've heard.
lucky-
Whoa,
all those
whoa,
years.
we're
whoa,
not
No,
dead.
I heard
whoa.
from I heard the 70s was a free
We
fall.
are lucky
I
that
heard the
we're
80s
all
where-
not dead.
But yeah.
But
True.
once you saw, no, we're
True,
lucky we're
because
not
the
all
way
dead.
I was hearing they was giving it up,
I heard it was
my
crazy back
grandfather
then.
had hoes.
But I will tell you this: you got a clue real quick because the first person I ever knew that died from AIDS was a black woman. While they were talking all this shit about gay men, everybody I knew that was dying from AIDS was black women, and nobody was fucking talking about that. And that was early on. Like I was young. I was young, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is AIDS, and why are all these black women dying of it? Like, what the fuck is happening? You know?
Yeah.
And they weren't even telling us. There was no mention of what it was.
yeah.
You know, you heard the word AIDS whispered, but you know, you young, like, you know, it's my first apartment. I'm just chilling. I'm working on Wall Street. I'm making a lot of money. I'm like, well, why are they whispering this AIDS shit? Well, it must not have anything to do with me.
Right. Just turn the cheek.
Another 10 years goes by, and then they're only talking about gay men. So they make it such a thing that it's just gay men. Well, that ain't got shit to do with me, right? I'm not a
narrative
gay
changes.
man. I don't date gay men. And at that time, you know, we didn't know black men that swung both ways, so we thought. So that still ain't got nothing to do with me. Until everybody started dying. And then it's like, hold up, wait a minute, what the fuck is all up in it?
Absolutely.
And then my friends started to die. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And none of this is on the news. It's still no news yet. Still no news. But my friends are dying left and right. And then my baby sister dies. So,
We got all caught up.
time
in
to go to the club.
I'm gonna do
I'll pop that pussy for a real nigga. Shout out to Precious.
I'm about to learn some
To
of
the
these
rip
tricks
rap.
from Precious, so I
It's her
could
celebration today.
find a
at
way so I can sit on
Paper
some type of dick sometime
That went
soon.
quick.
It
Yeah.
did. I don't even know what our topic was
Neither do
today.
I.
It don't even matter. It was
A lot.
I learned a lot though.
it was the old school way of
Old school way of
love,
fucking.
of sex.
Staying away from STDs.
Good times.
Yeah.
Being smart about raw sex.
health education.
Yes.
Health education.
Being in-
that was
yes.
it. Health education.
And
all
being
around the board.
mature
That was
to
it.
use condoms when you absolutely need to.
Right.
You just won't let it go with the whole "I'm too old to use condoms" bit.
Hey,
Never too old.
I'm not saying that I will never use a condom again. Ain't nobody saying that. I'm getting to the point in my life where I want to find somebody who I can trust tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
tonight.
tonight.
Tonight.